Okay, so I'm here with Showerhead, Johnny Paribello,
What's going
and
on?
I'm just gonna give him a chance to introduce himself and tell us a little about his band.
All right, yeah. So I'm Johnny. Went to the same high school as Jason. All that same grade. Been playing music since I was like 14 ish. Started a band recently out of college. I graduated in 2023. It was kind of like doing nothing, hanging around.
Dude, what'd you get your degree in, if you don't mind me asking?
Economics.
Economics. Cool, cool.
Economics and fucking psychology. It was like I was originally a psych major, and I was like, I kind of want to try and get a job.
Yeah,
So I switched it.
dude, I'm a nutrition major, and I'm bro, I literally had like a teacher tell me like you can make like 25 an hour with the BS in nutrition. I'm like,
Right.
bro, oh my
Right.
god,
Well,
like
fucking
I
do
know.
what you love. Fuck it.
I got nah. I need we got to make some money, bro. We can't
Yeah,
spend 4 years
that's
in school to make
that's the
that amount of
problem,
money.
dude. That's the fucking problem. But
How'd
yeah,
you
anyway,
how'd you decide to make that switch? You just were like, I need to kind of shift what I'm doing.
dude, I didn't like modern psychology like the way I was going into because I had liked that stuff a lot. Like like dream analysis, like shit like that. Like psychoanalytic stuff, but they don't really care about that anymore. It's more kind of like behavioralists, like you know
Dude, I keep hearing that like the humanities are getting like I don't
It's
know.
all kind of like homogenized now. It's like
Yeah, I
it's
keep
all
hearing
it's all
that.
sociology, which is like all right, cool. Sociology is like cool sometimes, but that's not really what I wanted to do. So
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. So after you graduated, you were like, I need something kind of, I want to put your passion into kind of thing.
yeah, well, like I had like always been playing, and it's always just like fun to jam with people. But it's always kind of tough to like find like people that are either willing to play or like that play the right positions. So I was out, and then I was like looking on. They have these apps like where you
Mhm.
can find musicians,
Mhm.
like in your local area.
Oh shit, that's
Uh,
dope.
yeah, and so I found this drummer who's like up in Shrub Oak, like super close.
Mhm.
Started jamming with him, and then I had hit up someone else, our bassist, who was a couple grades above me, and
Mhm.
we'd always see each other and be like, "Yo, when we jamming." And then finally, I was like, "All right, we got a guy, you know, come hang out," and just been ripping since then.
Okay, how many people are in your band?
Just us three.
Just you guys? Okay, it's
Yeah,
cool, cool. Do you guys write your own like songs too, or do you perform covers a lot?
yeah, mainly originals. So like I write all the stuff, like and then we'll come in and like they'll add like the bass and the drums, and we'll go from there.
Dude, I was watching some of your content on your Instagram page, bro.
Yeah,
You were just shot like I like miss that so much of like people just gunning and playing music and like just
yeah, dude.
chilling. Dude, like I feel like like I don't know, I don't see that. I feel like either people go way too far and they're like doing the most, or
Yeah.
they just don't. I have no fun anymore, and I'm like. I don't know. It kind of bothers me when I'm like, because I'm like sometimes I was in college or whatever, and like there would be a group of kids, a group of I guess adults now
Mm,
that were like super dedicated to school and like I
yeah.
don't know, man. I mean everyone's different, but like they didn't want anything to do with having fun. And then there were a
Dude, no,
couple,
it's whack. It's
yeah,
like they're pussy, and like
yeah. I don't know how to say it. I'm trying not to be a dick, but like, bro, they're like, I'm
no,
like,
but
bro,
like it's
literally.
commendable. Like there's like a certain so like when someone's like completely like straight and narrow, like I respect that 100%. But then like when it's kind of like in the middle, it's like come on, dude. Like
Yeah,
at
bro.
least like
Like, make it, like
let
you can
loose
crack
a
a
little
joke.
bit.
Yeah, like you can crack a joke, bro. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. For me, like I when I was at college, I feel like I didn't fit in like with either group because like I was super like dedicated to like doing good or
Mm,
whatever after a certain point. But then I would like be around kids that were also super dedicated. But I'm like, bro, like
yeah.
can we have some
It's just
fun?
not
Like,
the vibe, dude. It's
bro,
just
I try to crack some jokes, and they look at me like I'm like insane. Like,
yeah.
bro, I'm just kidding. Like,
Mm,
like, like, I just didn't fit in because I was like I like working out, I like making jokes, like comedy, and then like, dude, and then when I hung out with like gym bros, like, we talk about
yeah,
like,
dude, you get the complete opposite. Yeah.
dude, they're like, we should drink every day. I'm like, I don't know if we should drink every day, bro. So I definitely miss that kind of like that vibe of like having fun and making jokes. That's literally like I've been trying
Mm,
to find that more and more, of kind of like keeping a focus but kind of keeping that humor into it. Uh
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
like that's the thing, like with like when you're playing with like all these other bands and stuff, like you get kind of both sides of that. Like obviously, like for the most part, everyone's super chill, and
mhm.
like everyone's just like there to like play music, and everyone helps each other out. But then like occasionally you'll get like the occasional dude who thinks he's like fucking John Lennon,
Yeah,
and he's just like so like sanctimonious and like better than everyone. It's like, all right, dude, relax.
bro's pretentious.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I feel like I don't know. It just gets it's hard to find that that balance between it. But well, walk me through some of those nights. You played in the city before, right?
Yeah, a few times.
How's that, bro? Like, how do you have like a van and you just drive all your stuff there? I know nothing about music, is why I'm asking.
Yeah. So like so I'll spam out like a bunch of emails. So like I'll just like look up like live music spots in New York City.
Hmm.
And there's this like big master list on one of the websites. I forget the name. But then I just like throw out like a million emails, and then like sometimes you'll get an answer back. So yeah, I'll hit them up, and then like when I was working down there, I was doing like a shitty fucking like investment banking job. It was like an absolute fucking top shop, dude. It was so brutal.
Job.
Yeah, dude, it was like straight up like pyramid scheme. But like I like was so disenchanted with it that I would just do all the band stuff like during work because I was like, all right, fuck it, I don't care about this job.
You weren't doing your forex trading meetings.
No, dude, I was sitting at my desk like fucking making posters and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like a lot of the places they'll have like certain stuff in house that you can use, like an amp or a couple amps and some parts of the drum set. But then you got to bring the guitar down, everything else like the destructibles for the drummer. So yeah, but like most of that can just like fit in a normal car. If I was already down in the city, I'd like drop it off at like my brother's apartment or something, and then I go grab it and then just go right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's fun to play in the city, but like the problem is like it's tough. Like that's why I'm always like posting like the content stuff, because like the first thing they'll ask for is your Instagram. It's kind of whack because like like I'm not here to do Instagram. I'm here, I'm trying to do band stuff.
I know.
So like I'm all and like everything you gotta post is like gotta
Dude, I
be
feel like you need a personal brand these days, man. It literally, it's crazy. Like no matter, even like doctors and stuff, they have
dude,
like
it's crazy. It's like everything is so like intertwined, and it's like, and you have to play the game too. Like every video has to start with like POV, you're doing this, or like when you do XYZ,
like
it's like
it's cool, bro. When I used to have, I don't know if you remember, I used to have like a fitness account, bro.
yeah.
Dude, I actually did like where I had trained people and I liked it, and dude, I did a lot of weight. Like it was fun, and I got my bachelor's in nutrition. I was super passionate about it, but bro, oh my god, sometimes I feel like such a douche making.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's like it's like hopefully like I think most people do get it. Like it's just the grind, but like after a while, it's like, all right, dude, I don't want to.
No, I'm looking at myself. I'm like, come run 5 miles. And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't want to like go all the way, but I'm like, dude, you're such a tool. Like, like and I feel like at least with music, like it's creative, but bro, fitness, it's literally like be shredded.
Yeah.
Or like that's it. You could literally have like, a PhD in nutrition or something like that, but if you're not ripped to like the gills, like
and like and people will call you out on that. They'll be like, "Why
bro,
listen to this dude teach me abs? Like he doesn't have fucking, he's got like a 2-pack."
I'm like, bro, I used to be fucking 280. Like I cut me some slack, bro. like 20 miles. I used to be 280. Like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not shredded, bro. It's not gonna be like that. But no, yeah, I think that you definitely need a personal brand. How have you been trying to grow that? Do you just go on I frantically just go on like Instagram. I'm like, whose idea can I steal today?
Dude, literally. It's like, but then my reels kind of suck though, because like it's only like content. It's like these dudes tell me like, this is how to grow your Instagram page in like 40 days. Do this, and it's just like, all right.
Everyone's trying to scam you, bro.
Dude, yeah.
Like, 1 million followers with like, just send me your credit card info. And I'll give you
send me your credit
followers.
Card. If you buy fucking Gymcoin 2025, then your Instagram will jump 5,000 followers today.
It's so like it's like, what's even crazier? The way people are using personal brands to like scam. Like, have you seen like the crypto stuff? Have you seen?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's so funny. Bro.
Fucking dude, to talk to a girl.
No, I was just
she disappeared.
I was literally
gone, bro.
My whole like feed was her, just like.
That's kind of like, the dream, bro.
Yo, that is so.
She made bet, and then she's gone forever.
I'm sorry, but that is like one of the most degenerate things you could say.
Dude.
Just like I imagine that's your like. I'm not trying to be weird. But imagine that's your girl and she's like, that's that shit.
I mean, dude, like, what's worse though? What's worse, actually buying Talk to a coin or rug pulling all those people? I don't know.
I feel like they deserve it.
I feel like they kind of deserve
If you're
it.
like, imagine you're at your like investment job and someone comes in, they're like, I have 50% of my portfolio in the Talk to a coin. And then they walk you through how they got scammed. I'd be like, bro, you deserve that. This is a good
your
lesson.
wife, you're like, yeah, like, I put Jimmy's college fund into Talk to it, didn't turn out. It's fucking...
No, the amount of memes I saw, bro, like there was one where it was like, dude, it was like the receiver catching the football. It was like me to the bro to turn on Talk to it. I honestly like, I was a fan. I was a fan for a little bit.
There was a Linsanity run there.
Yeah.
A little bit.
No, I saw one where the guy was like, dude, I'm watching too much content. I saw one where the guy was like they played like a clip of her shit, and then it was like, I look at this and like I'm glad my dad's dead, so he doesn't see this. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway. So how do you like get into like I guess like I don't want to be a weirdo, but like a writing process. Like how do you come up with an idea? I'm the least creative person ever, and honestly, this is a personal question.
Yeah. Well, it's like sometimes like you'll explicitly like go out and be like, okay, I kind of want to write a song. So like you'll sit there, then you'll like fumble around on the guitar or whatever, and like maybe something comes, maybe something doesn't. But most of the time it's like usually like accidental. Like you'll kind of stumble upon something that sounds cool. And it's like, okay, like where can I go from here? And then you kind of like fit it together like a puzzle, and then like eventually it starts like you can kind of see where it ends up. Mm-hmm. But there's never really like, at least for me, like an end goal that I'm going for. It kind of just like gets there eventually, which I kind of like because it's like, you never really know what's going to come out of it. Even like when you're finishing up at the end, it can take a whole different shape. So.
Okay. That sounds. Are you working on like an album or something currently, or like?
We have enough songs for an album. We have like 10 originals, but like it's kind of weird because like you never know, like you kind of want to put it like you want it to sound good, obviously. So like you wanted to get like professionally like mixed and mastered and recorded. And it's like a few $1,000s.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah. I didn't realize how much money. I have like a $10 mic.
Yeah,
$5 webcam, bro.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing. Like there's always the fucking levels, which is like annoying. But and then like even at that, like recording an album, who we're recording an album for, our fucking 50 friends that'll listen to it,
Oh, I know, right? I know, like literally, like shout out Danny Weimer. He made me like a logo. He's got a thing, Prime Services. He made me something, and I'm like, it's dope, bro. It's really good.
Yeah.
But I shout him out, and I'm like, but there's like 5 people seeing this. But like, he's still my homie, so
that's fire. But like, no, like the growth does come, but like it is kind of disheartening. Like when you're like, all right, well, like,
I feel like for me, like, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm all tough. No, it is obviously a little disheartening, but it's also like a little bit of freedom because, like, dude, I've been saying like, I'm like, you got scammed, you deserve it, like. I've just been going off and I don't know, like I know I'm rambling in like my attic here, but like I'm just like, you know what, like I need to like, dude, because like I still talk to someone from high school or whatever, and like we have these conversations, and I talk to this guy, and we're just I'm literally, bro, like what is wrong with like Gen Z? What's going on here? Like we're getting scammed, we're all lazy, we're like rich as hell compared to like our ancestors, yet we're like depressed. I'm like I don't understand where the disconnect is. You got like these shows where people are like, like the balloon shows where like popping balloons.
Yeah.
It's like going super viral, and I'm like, wow, I'm like, this is, I couldn't think of more brain rot.
I know, dude. It's just like, I don't know. People aren't seeing each other enough. It's just like kind of.
It's like, weird, bro. It's weird. It's so weird, bro. Let me tell you something. I was like talking to my, I'm not gonna. It's kind of embarrassing. I don't give a fuck. me and my friend, right? Like we're just like, all right, like we should start talking to people, right? So we're doing like new things or whatever. I started boxing, and I'm like, I'm taking an improv.
Where do you go? Do you go around here?
I go to Lone Wolf in Pleasantville. Lone Wolf Boxing in Pleasantville.
Okay, weird.
Yeah.
I've low-key been thinking about jumping into that. I used to do it a little bit in college. I fractured my wrist.
Really?
I was going without wraps on the heavy.
Why are you going without wraps?
I mean, dude, I'm like, I'm fucking shot and lazy, so I was like, it won't be that bad then. like horrible form just like shattered my wrist.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, what's this like? Like, let's do something, bro. And so I was telling him, and like, one of the things we were trying is like, we were, yeah, we were like cold approaching,
Yeah.
and like, it's just funny because like, dude, it's so scary, bro. It's so
No,
scary.
yeah, it's
And,
like for no reason too.
dude, you're like, and you're like, bro, I've spoken to people before. What's going on here? Like,
I know.
you know? And then, bro, I brought this idea up to some guys of like doing it for real. They look at me like I'm saying something crazy. They're like,
Yeah.
they're like, that's insane doing that. I'm like,
Yeah.
but going up and talking to someone in real life, that's insane. Dude, I told someone that was like 30, right, about this. And he was like, dude, that's so weird. And like, bro, you're on every dating app. You think that's not weird compared to like just seeing someone and saying hello? Like, I'm not saying crazy shit, you know?
Well, dude, the problem is like if you just like come up like with someone that's just like mean, like a mean-spirited person. Like any normal person would like be fine, like as long as the conversation like you don't drag it on.
Yeah.
Like if you're just doing like a like quick little like chat, hello.
I've yet anybody to be mean to me. Like I think I've done like I'm not gonna say my results, but I've done like I've done like probably 20 to 25, and like yeah, between there. And I've yet to have anyone be mean to me. I've actually had someone be really, really nice. Like she had a boyfriend, but she was like, "Thank you for the compliment. Like you made my day." I'm like, damn, that was a nice exchange, bro. Dude, and she was really pretty. I was kind of surprised.
You were kind of salty. She had a boyfriend.
No. I was just surprised because you expect someone to be like, if you see someone super attractive, it's like you kind of expect them to be not bothered, but like
like
you know, a mean girl type of thing. But no, it was the opposite, bro. And so like I don't know. I don't like the whole like disconnect of like, you know, I remember I met someone who was like literally they communicated through like memes, like in real life.
Yeah, okay.
Like I made a joke and she was like IRL. I was like, what the fuck? And then I said something
like
else.
Stage brain rot, dude.
Dude, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. And then like I said something else and they were like LMAO. As like,
oh damn, dude.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm dragging on about that. But anyway, so how were the New York City shows compared to like the local shows? Like, I feel like, is there like anything exciting? I feel like New York City's like, I lived there for a little bit, and
oh yeah,
exciting. Yeah, it's exciting, but like it's also like, you know, some things, you know, can go awry. Have you seen anything
anything shady? Like,
yeah, not even shady. Anything exciting? Like anything, like any stories or anything like that?
Not really from the shows, dude. Cause like the shows, like we'll go and they'll be fine. Like we'll try and get like, you know, a couple friends that are down there to come. But like a lot of these places, dude, like there's no real like scene in the city. Like there's no like big like some like if you'll go to a bar and people are like, oh, there's live music here, and like it'll just happen to be there. Like not a lot of people are going out explicitly for the live music. And like there's no like it makes sense because like, you know, you'll have to pay maybe like $10, $15 to get in. People aren't used to paying for music anymore. Like Spotify's free, everything's free on YouTube, everything. Yeah, so it's like, all right, I'm gonna go see this band. I have no clue if they're any good or not, you know, at this bar. I'm already gonna be spending, you know, $50 at the bar if I get like 4 drinks. So, you know, it kind of makes sense how people don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But when they are like when people are there and like, you know, each band will like bring like, you know, 7 to like 15 people. So like when everyone brings their people and it comes in, then it's like a blast. It's like fucking it's dope to see everyone.
Yeah, no, that sounds cool, bro. That sounds cool. I don't know. I have like mixed feelings about the city, so I was just wondering because like, dude, when I was living in the city, I was working for this catering company, and and I feel like I was the only one there with like a normal. I was like, I want to be a physician assistant, and then my 2 coworkers were like, I want to be an actor.
Okay.
She was from like Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And the other guy was like, I want to like I don't know, I want to be a dancer, something like that, or vice versa, whatever.
Right.
And dude, they were telling me how like they had to be like the actor was telling me like, oh yeah, like I have to be part of nightlife and stuff like that. And I'm like, do you really have to be? I'm like, yeah. You need to like network, and I'm like, bro, you're gonna get. I was like, bro, you're gonna get caught at one of those freaking.
You be at the fucking Diddy party.
Yeah, I was like, that's how it starts, bro. That's literally like, it just like feeds you in, you know.
Yeah.
But you never ran into like any after parties.
What's up?
Did you ever go into any after parties?
Not from the shows. Like I'll stay at the bar sometimes and like just like get hammered. Because like that's another thing. Like after the show, like you have like all like the endorphins and everything, and if it like went well, then it's like great. And like a lot of times they'll give you free drinks too. So like, which is dangerous because like if you like say you get there say like you're playing at 10 and the bill starts at like 7:30 or 8, and like I like to get there early and like see the other bands. It's like good etiquette, just like, you know, fucking show up for them. But then you're sitting there for 2 hours, like next to a bar, and you pretty much have free drinks the whole time. So it's like you got to make sure you're not like
Get a little buzz going.
Yeah, you're not fucked up by the time you go up there. But
Have you gotten fucked up and like before you go on or no?
oh yeah, dude. It's, no, like it's good. It's just like it's people are like, oh, like that, you know, get drunk, like it'll be
You're so
fun,
loose
like
up there.
you'll be in the music. It's like, no, dude, my fucking fingers don't move like I want them to. It's like,
Oh yeah. I forgot you play the guitar. So that's
yeah.
how. That's,
And
you
I'm
probably
like
do
up there
it.
sweating, like I'm sweating out the booze that I've just been fucking pounding for the past 3 hours.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
no
That sounds very. That sounds very hectic. Very
Yeah.
hectic. So what do you like? Do you want to take this like really far with the band? Or is this like a hobby, or do you want to go like all the way? You know.
I mean, dude, I'd love to. It's like, you know, intention is kind of the limitation of life when it comes to that kind of stuff. Or because like, if you're like, I need to be fucking huge and playing like 5,000, 10,000 person shows, and then you don't get there, and you're just miserable the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I would love to get there. Like, I'd love to be like, I'd love to play to as like big of an audience as possible. But you know, I'll take it one step at a time for now.
Oh no, 100%, 100%. No, I mean for me, like I feel like the people I really want to talk to the most in general is I feel like people that are starting to kind of take the first, you know, steps, like whether it's like the first year or the first attempt at something.
Yeah.
I think that I'd love to like just talk to, you know, it's funny. I actually said like a musician or something like that because
There you go.
it's like just it's just a different world from what I'm used to and stuff like that. And I really want to that kind of, because you know you always hear like an artist like not falls off, but like it's like, you know, once they get like satiated, they're like,
Yeah.
like they just miss that hunger. And I'm like, I wonder what that looks like raw when it's like, you know, when you really like, you know, you kind of have to get it done. You know, you hear some stories of like, yeah, like I did it for like 5 years, you know, before
Yeah,
like, this happened.
dude, that's the hardest thing is just keeping it going, dude. But like,
Yeah.
it's similar because like you're just starting this, and it is really fulfilling, and like I imagine that's how it is like starting any kind of project, where it's like you have this like idea in your mind of like what you want to do, and then you picture it, like you picture like, oh, like I'd love to sing this song on stage, but I don't have a band. So then you make a band, and then you learn that song, and then eventually you get on stage, and it's like, wow, it's like start to finish, like you've made this idea like go from nothing like into something real, and it's like a really fulfilling feeling. It's like similar like for anything, like you had the
100%.
idea to, you know, make the podcast and like get the equipment, get the people, and
Yeah.
now it's like starting to, you know, come into motion. So it's a dope thing.
Yeah, I really think I feel like for everything it's like just don't overthink it, bro. I mean, with music I don't know anything, but like I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like bro, just don't. I'm like when I literally like the first episode, I was like, what am I thinking about? Because I just graduated. I'm like, dude, if I didn't have like something to do after, I'd be so like fucked.
No, dude,
I'm like-
that first year, like post college, like no one talks about it either.
Dude,
Like,
I'm-
dude, you get the rug pulled right out from under you. Like you're like having the time of your life, or like maybe, you know, whatever. But like you have the freedom and everything, and then all of a sudden you're just back. But like you're older now, and you have nothing to do. It's like, all
I'm
right,
not 19 and like hopeful.
yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. Like I'm not 19, I'm gonna sit around and play fucking Call of Duty all day and feel good about myself.
Yeah,
Still gonna do it, but I'm not gonna feel great.
I fucking hate myself when I do. No, you know what it is for me too. Like, when I was like 20, like I was seeing someone that was a little bit older, and she was finishing college. And like, dude, at the time, I don't know if you remember this, but dude, I used to drink a lot, like
Yeah.
a lot. Dude, I did not stop after high school. I got worse. Like, I was basically at a low point, and then like I was like, you know what? Like, I should probably get my life together.
Yeah.
So I started trying really hard in school, and I was looking for like advice. You know, I was like, you know, I need some guidance or whatever. So like the person I was seeing at the time was almost finished with college, and all her friends were almost finished with college. So dude, I sat with them and I was like, oh, like, you know, I kind of looked up to them for a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, so what are you guys gonna do like after college and your degrees? I was expecting to hear like a plan, like anything. I don't care what it is, bro. I was failing at the time, bro. I was failing at a WCC. Like, trust me, I was no one to judge.
Yeah.
And bro, they all said like ridiculous things, and I'm like, maybe like I don't get it. Maybe like I'm missing something.
Yeah.
And I just kept hearing like I'm gonna travel. I was like, what's your plan for the future? Like, it was like Europe. I was
Yeah.
like,
yeah. Get
funding
fucked up
that,
in
bro.
Ibiza, dude. That's my plan.
gonna fucking. I don't even know, bro. I might, and then you hear like I might do this, I might do that, and I'm like, bro, I feel like we're not that young anymore. Like,
Yeah.
like kind of.
Well, that's the feeling. Like we definitely are, but like it is definitely important to have like a little bit of a sense of urgency, you know?
Yeah. I think that like everyone has their own like, I guess like path or whatever, but I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like a lot of it is just cope. I'm like, bro, you're coping right now. Like,
Yeah.
you're like that guy who's like 28. He's like, nah, I'm gonna get it together next year.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, are you kidding? I'm like,
Bro, you're cooked.
next thing you know, you're 40 and you're like, next year's my year. And I'm like, I feel like it's not. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but, and I mean, it wasn't really so much about like judging those people. It was more like, I feel like they bought into that scam. I'm gonna be honest, that scam of like everything will work out completely fine.
Yeah.
And even in our high school, bro, I feel like, you kind of had kids there that were, I would say like gearing towards blue collar, and it was almost like a little bit of a stigma there. And I'm like, wait, and then I like,
No,
I was
they're
like,
lit, dude.
I'm like, bro, they made a lot of money. And
Yeah, dude, they're fucking.
I'm
They
like,
got no
what the
debt.
fuck?
They got no debt. They're making money.
They have a 401k.
It's just like, I don't know, bro. It's just like, it's just like a lack of communication. Like, it's just like no one really like told you exactly how it's gonna go. So like you've had that kind of like scaffolding your whole life, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, well, you're done now. I hope you enjoyed partying in college. So
I know, dude. And dude, people are like, dude, I also talked about this. I was like, dude, people do like, I'm not trying to make this an equality thing, but like, bro, if you're like a 22, 23, 24-year-old guy and you're like, you don't know what I'm doing, there's no like sympathy. Like, there's like, oh, you're a loser.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, dude, say that on your cold approach, bro. Be like, yeah, I'm 24. I do nothing all day.
No, and I mean it's called for. I'm just saying, like, it's like I find it so funny because like, what's it called? I knew someone that like was in basically the same position, just drinking or whatever, but she was a girl and like she was like, no one cares about that. Like, people that were trying to. I'm like, yeah, obviously no one cares about that. She was like. She's like, do people care about that? She was like, do people care about that for guys? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, they do. I'm like, I'm not like rah like men's rights or whatever, but I'm just like, it's so funny. I'm just like, that's so like, at some point, bro, it stops being like funny. Like, it's funny now because we're 23 or whatever.
Right.
But I bet if we were 33 having this conversation, like,
well, yeah. I mean, dude, if you're 33 and you're having it, then you're like fucking, you're getting into like the Andrew Tate.
we're just sitting at our parents' house, like, not this year. Yeah, no, you start getting a little crazy. So I definitely wanted to, I guess, get things together. I think that's important.
100%. Also, dude, it like you never really know like the soft skills that you learn like doing this, like just like being able to like see something to the end. And then like it occupies your time. You're getting better at doing like just making shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then like whether or not it's this or something else, like something.
It's like a stepping stone. Yeah, and you get the experience from it. Like even like let's say like this doesn't work out for me or whatever. I still like the idea of having conversations with people that I guess know things that I don't, and that's pretty fulfilling to me. Like I don't understand this whole thing of like. I don't know. I don't have like do you have like a rich guy fantasy of like a huge house and like, like.
Not particularly, dude.
Yeah, dude. I feel like I don't have that either. I'm like, I like, working hard. I like working out and like doing stuff. And like, I love to have money, but like, I'm not like, I don't fall asleep and like, I need a Lamborghini.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
Like that. Cause like also like, like what is that really the fucking end game? Like I get a fucking car. Like that's kind of whack.
I know,
like,
I know.
Like I'm 45, I'm like fucking balding, but like I got a dope car. It's like really, that was like the last place I was working at. It was like, these first of all just straight pyramid scheme. So like they would be like feeding you like such bullshit every day, but like there was no chance for you to like make any money. It was like literally just all going to the top. So it was like whatever. But it was like, dude, this one guy, the CEO, he was just like the most fucking like evil person in the world. He was like, your fucking family's trying to talk to you. They're trying to text you. They're calling you. They're distracting you from building your business. You got to fucking cut them off. You got to tell them you're building your business. And when you're 50, 60, 70, and you built your business and you know what's good, and you're going to look back and be like, damn, I'm so glad I fucking dialed in. I locked in. I was doing all that in my 20s, ignoring everyone else. It's like, all right, yeah, dude, but like, you know, you got 2 kids that you never see anymore, and your wife fucking hates you, dude. So, like...
Yeah, dude, I saw that. I saw, like, a classic example of that, dude. My mom worked for this guy who was, like, a lawyer. Dude, he's a baller, though. He's a baller. Okay, I gotta kind of respect that, but, like,
yeah.
But, dude, his that actually kind of gets kind of sad. His wife passed away, and then his kids never visit him. My mom, and now he's sick, and, like, dude, my mom... And,
like Ebenezer Scrooge, dude.
Yeah, dude, and like, and it sucks because like I think dude, when you see his side of it, like he just didn't know, like it seems like he just didn't know, like no, like that's not how life works. Because at the end he was like,
well, because like so quickly it can all go away, dude. That's
dude. He's just like, oh, I'm by myself. Like he's not taking, and I'm like, damn, bro, I don't like, and he has a lot of money, but it's not. How do I say? It's not worth anything at this point, you know. It's just not like I feel like he'd give his money back for his kids right now. I'm gonna go on a limb and say
100%, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's why also, like, you know, people are like, oh, I want to make it. It's like, like enjoy it, you know, enjoy the ride.
I definitely have a little bit of like, I don't want to say like make it, but I do feel like that there is some pressure to.
Oh yeah, no. I want to do great for sure, but I also don't want to like sell my soul for fucking nothing, you know.
Oh yeah, you don't want to, dude. You always hear those crazy stories of like musicians and like, you know.
Yeah. Went to the crossroads, fucking sold the soul to the devil.
Yeah, dude. They literally like they start selling out arenas and then they're like. Like a satanic thing. I'm like,
yeah, dude, fucking Ice Spice, fucking,
like, yeah, a lot of these people, I'm just like, bro, I feel like, you know, I mean, again, like everyone's different and stuff like that, but there's like some things I'm like, I feel like dressing up as a devil is like, I don't think that's too far. I'm just saying, I'm like,
yeah, well, dude, it's just like, it's like at this point too, it's like, oh wow, like.
You're so edgy.
You're really rocking the boat now. You're the fucking 10th person to fucking dress up like the devil. Like,
yeah, bro. Like, I feel like now it's edgy to like not be like that. It's like, oh, guys, like I want a family, and like, whoa.
Like Post Malone, like what's it called? Where'd he go? Montana or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's just like out of like that whole party scene, all that.
Yeah, bro. It must get like old after a while. I always hear stories about that. Like we'll read them, you know, and like. Like people that are just sick of it. Like even Dave Chappelle, I think he moved to some like random town in Oregon. He was just like,
yeah. Well, dude, he bounced to fucking Africa. He dipped. Like,
yeah, dude. Have you gone down those conspiracy?
Yeah, dude. They cut him off, dude. They clipped his ass.
Dude, I feel like once you hit 20 and you're the guy, you're like every conspiracy was actually true.
You're like, yeah, I knew it.
you're like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have gotten the vaccine. Maybe.
Dude, I'm like, dude, this guy needs a fucking security detail for what?
Yeah, dude. Dude, you're just out of nowhere. You're just like, wait, we got a couple guys can't go to the Capitol, bro. I'm just kidding. I definitely stole that from someone, but no, but like you just start questioning things. You're like, wait. Because you just like I feel like because they don't teach this stuff in school. I don't know actually if they taught. I was kind of in high school, but like you find out that like Vietnam was like a false flag. You find out that they just like JFK wanted to get rid of certain things, and they just like I don't know, he just died. Like they're like, oh yeah, like and then the guy that killed him died, and then the guy that killed that guy died. And you're just you know.
Well, that's the thing, bro. Like it's like a pendulum. It's like you find out some of the stuff is right, and then it's like okay, everything has to be a conspiracy now. So then you go way on the other end, and then some people stay there, which is bad.
I know.
Like, dude, like, so, like kids from our school, like you'll see, like
space is fake.
Yeah. It's like, all right, like we got to rein it in a little bit. Like you could be like suspicious, but like you know, like you gotta keep yourself a little grounded.
Or it's hard to know. It's hard to know because I feel like a lot of people don't want to admit that they have suspicions because they're gonna look crazy, right? So then you're just thinking it in your own head.
Yeah.
But if you're thinking in your own head, there's no one to check you. There's no one to be like, bro. Like,
yeah, exactly.
The Earth might be round, bro. The Earth might be round. You know what I mean? It might be round. I know you read on TikTok, like.
Yeah, dude. It's like, dude, I really don't think there's dragons in fucking hiding in Antarctica right now.
Yeah, bro.
I could be wrong. But
Literally,
like,
bro, literally.
but then
But
like, but like, have you ever talked to someone that's like really on that wave though, and then they're like, no, dude, like, trust me, like, I'm telling you, and it's like, all right,
it always comes back to the old common ones of like who's running everything, and I'm like, bro, like,
yeah, like, all right,
like,
this is like a roundabout way.
I'm
Just
like, oh, they got you. I'm like, they got you. All right, they got you. But it goes both ways. For me, it goes both ways. Like, I've been friends with like people on either side or whatever, and like it does go both ways because then they're like, they just say crazy things. They're like, they're like, this is basically 1939, like Germany. I'm like, I don't think it's that either, bro. I feel like I wouldn't be allowed to do certain things if this is 1939 Germany. I'm like, and then the other ones are like, no, this is like almost North Korea, and I'm like, it's not almost North Korea.
yeah, no, not quite.
Yeah, so I don't know. People just like
I do kind of love that shit though, because like I love when people are really like kind of like go like head on with that, but also like when it gets to the point where like people don't want to talk to like lifelong friends.
yeah, it's
Like
weird.
that's really weird, dude. Like it's like you've grown up with this person, and
Yeah.
like you don't want to fucking
Yeah, dude. Even at my most like, I think like my most contentious with somebody, like, dude, I remember, and this is like pure drunk talk. This is like 4 or 5 years ago, dude. I got into like a 5 hour talk with like one of the most conservative guys at our school, and at the time, I was like a little DEI, you know, I was a little into that stuff. I was like, bro, like, you know, like me or something, like just crazy.
just like fucking
I was like,
prodding them.
yeah, dude, I was part of the problem. I was like, what? I was like, I feel like if you're not vaxxed, you shouldn't leave your house. Like, I was insane, bro. I was insane. Anyway, so, but even at my most crazy, like, dude, I talked to him for 5 hours and we just got hammered together. And I was like, dude, like, this is fine. I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like the thing we can all agree on is like, the people that have money probably don't care that much about the people that do that. No, the people that have money probably don't care that much about the people that don't have money. I feel like that's like, it's a pretty easy one to like agree on.
Yeah.
As soon as you get there, you're like, oh, we're part of the people. And when I say have money, I mean like millions.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, we're on this side and they're over there, and that's fine, you know? And
yeah, dude, and it's also just like being online, like all of it's like a lot of like puff and like smoke for like you're online, you feel like you can just say anything, like you can be like there's no etiquette, there's no like being fucking courteous or anything.
Full Kanye, just go full Kanye West.
Yeah, like it's like, bro, like what are you doing?
Dude, he spazzed. Dude, he spazzed.
He spazzed.
Dude, he spazzed. He literally just lost it. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna keep in. Dude, he
no, bro, spazzed. I still love Kanye. That's another thing.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. I was like, dude, he's still the fucking man, bro. You're not gonna
bro, like he's like one of the best artists, musicians ever.
He lost his mind.
Bro, like he's gotta spaz out sometimes, bro. You can't just be like creating all that without like some kind of like shit.
Imagine having that mind. And then like,
dude, like all the time, like constantly on.
Yeah,
also, like he's another one where it's like kind of makes sense for him to be like fucking paranoid all the time. He's got billions of dollars. He's like surrounded by vultures.
Yeah, bro, 100%. And then he was like, dude, and then it's like you found out he get like debanked, and you're like, and then you could go down that rabbit hole. You're like, wait, he debanked him?
That's fucked, dude. That's
I'm like, wait, you could do that? And then you're like, me with like fucking $500. I'm like, are they gonna?
Dude, he's like fucking. He can't, like the TikTok app, like except for his fucking bank. Yeah, he opens it up. He can't use that shit.
Dude, literally, bro, it's crazy. And then you hear like countries like, I don't know if you heard about this, but like in Canada, like there was like a protest, and Trudeau just debanked like all those like truckers.
Oh yeah, the truckers that were blocking.
Dude, I was like, what the? I was like, dude, imagine like, dude, I protested in 2020 for like the BLM thing. It's another fucking.
You don't gotta be fucking ashamed of it, dude.
No, I own up to my things because like when you're 19, bro, if you're 19 and you're not like a liberal, like come on, and you're not like a hardcore liberal, like,
dude,
you're just a mean guy, bro.
Yeah, you gotta like give yourself a chance before you can turn into like a surly old man.
Dude, I was like, I was in it, bro. I was in it. I was like, it's just, I was like, anyway. So I was like, dude, imagine I'd gone to like, I went to like Peekskill Police Station, and I didn't do anything. I was just sitting there. I was like with a mask. And like posting on my story, like that was gonna do anything.
Yeah. Like starting the best deals.
Literally, bro. And I'm like, dude, imagine they debanked me from that. I mean, I had no money, but still, like,
yeah. Just like well, like that's the whole thing, though. It's like that, like kind of authoritarian, like the ability to be able to do that is wild.
I didn't know that was a thing. Like I just straight up didn't know, and I feel like a lot of people don't know that. Like if you told a lot of people, yeah, they just debanked him.
Yeah, they do that on government scales too, like the SWIFT system. Like when Russia invaded Ukraine, They
Oh
kicked them
yeah.
out of like the world banking system. It's just them and Iran that aren't in it. And
You
North
ever go?
Korea.
You ever go to that one though? The WEF, the world, the world.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, dude, I was a fucking econ major, but
Dude,
like,
I need like I want to do like a random survey of like guys that like have an opinion on the because I don't hear anyone saying it. And I'm like, I know our algorithms are not that different, bro. I'm like, maybe they're a little different, but like the more I ask people about this, the more they're like, yeah, actually I do know this, and I'm like, bro, there's no way you can know that unless you looked into it.
yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
dude, the problem with the algorithms though is that like it's so susceptible to change that it can be
Right.
influenced so easily. So like fucking like the whole like Russia stuff, like Russian misinformation, a lot of it like is kind of like a catch-all for like anything that people don't like. But
Mhm.
they're like Russia legit does have like farms
Bots.
of people that just like push certain kinds of talking points. So like if you like we went to fucking we went through school, we did everything, like we can discern this kind of stuff, but some people just straight up can't.
Yeah,
And
I know.
that's why
But
that's why they
also
think
like,
there's walls of ice in Antarctica, like where fucking Hasidic people are sitting on there and controlling the weather, like fucking
that is actually crazy. I have yet to run into someone like that.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? I feel like I probably have, but I feel like they know like they're not gonna say it in front of me. Like not because
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like
they gotta vet you out first. They gotta be
because
like,
they gotta be like, what do you believe, bro? They're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
like for me, bro, all my beliefs are like I feel like anyone can tell by talking to me. Like I'm like
Mm.
I'm not like extreme on anything, but like I'm also not an idiot, bro. I'm not gonna sit here. You're not gonna sit here and tell me like with the whole I can say this, I don't care. With the whole DEI thing, you're not gonna sit there and tell me like you have the best intentions. Like
Mm.
I don't believe you. Like I don't and like I don't know. And with the whole thing about college too, like I agree that like it does give you a little bit of like I guess diversity of ideas. But at the same time, dude, some people use that as like almost like a license to like, well, my opinion's right because I have a degree. And I'm like, I've met a lot of people that have degrees that are fucking idiots.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, your art history degree does not qualify you to fucking
yeah,
tell me. You
yeah.
know? I'm like, bro, like your theater degree, bro. I'm sorry, your theater degree, you know
It's
nothing
not.
about history.
It doesn't put you above.
Yeah, bro. And then like I know a guy that like started a business like 20 and dude now he's doing really good and I'm like I mean you can tell like certain things are kind of there's gaps in his like I guess knowledge because he says it. He'll tell me he was like I don't know anything about that.
Yeah,
But in general, like common sense wise, I do it. Like I know I sound like the guy in high school who's like common sense is better. Like, I'm not
no,
smart
it's
on
true
common
though.
sense.
It's
But
important.
but on some level, it is true, bro. It is like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot. Like if you took the amount of people that graduated college that literally have no idea what they're talking about, but act
Yeah.
like they do, versus the amount of people that graduated high school and does the same thing, like they're probably not that different, bro.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Especially with like the grade inflation. I don't know about you, but like, dude, at Lehman, like I'm not. Oh, actually, yeah, fuck it. At Lehman, dude, at Lehman, I remember they put up like these scores. They were like, we're trying to catch Hunter College, like because like 50% of Lehman was failing this one class.
Right,
And I thought they like, changed like something productive to do to catch up to them.
right.
Dude, they inflated the grades so bad. I knew a girl that like got like a 40 and it ended up being like a C. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, so this is how we're passing.
Those
I'm like,
curves and yeah, dude. Like well, the whole thing is just like it's like in everything that you just said. Like it's just like different kinds of practices that like stack up on top of each other. So there's like no quick solution to anything because everything has just been so fucked up and like it's like a weird Gordian knot of just like different kinds of principles and like different kinds of practices that people have just like intermingled together for like the past like 70 years. And it's like there's no quick solution. So like that's another thing for like a reason to listen to everyone. It's like if there was like some easy way to fix everything, it would have been fucking done by now, you know?
yeah.
And
Yeah. It's also why I feel like you should be open to talk to people. Like, dude, I've had long conversations with like people that vehemently disagree with me. Like, like especially because like I mean I don't think it's a secret. I'm Ecuadorian and so like I'm Latin and like my opinions aren't like most popular, especially when I'm like talking like to like 4 or 5 people and I'm like, guys, but like what about this?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like, and I'm not rude. I'm just like, well, I don't agree with that. And like, and I just talk. I'm not like, I can't talk to you. You're a crazy person. Like, I've never been like that. I feel like that's weird.
Yeah.
So I've had and you know what? As soon as you start having a few conversations, you find that you agree on like some basic things. You're like, you know what? I do think people should be able to eat.
Yeah. Hot take. Yeah.
And they're like, I didn't know you thought that. And I'm like, okay, I feel like that's a little insulting, but
Yeah,
okay.
that's kind of
They're like, you're not. They're like, you're not like a, whatever. Insert the buzzword here. They're like, you're not this, this, or that. And I'm like, no, I don't think that. And I feel like it leads to another thing too, where like, I feel like a lot of guys like they think they can't say certain things, so they repress that. And then when it comes out, dude, it's like bad.
It's bad. Yeah, dude.
Bad, bro.
Yeah.
They start making those theories. They're like, you know what? Like maybe they are in Antarctica. Like,
Yeah, dude. That's the big problem, dude. It's like you think about like I always think about like like 90s, like early 2000s, like just like when it comes to like everything, just like the like simple banter, like there was never like so much tension because like and like people didn't have to like second guess what they were thinking. So they would just say it, and like if it was just like some like flippant like one-off thing, no one would care. But like a lot of people now, they're like so scared to say anything that it's like
so scared and so scared to show that they like support it too, dude. I don't know if you like, dude. I talked about this on. I might be repeating myself, but like, dude, I was one time I was on a date, and like I was talking to like the girl I was seeing at the time. She wanted to go to like New York City and go to a gay bar. And
Yeah.
I didn't want to go out. I don't want to spend $50 to go to the city like for any reason.
right.
And I was like, it's not really my scene,
Yeah,
And then her like convincing argument. This was her convincing argument. Her convincing argument was, you and the other guy there, she's like, you guys can go to watch the drag show. Dude, this was a serious conversation, and I'm like, dude, like people obviously like I was seeing this girl, so she knew how I am, and I'm like, I think she's probably joking.
Yeah.
So I make a joke back. I'm like, why don't we all just go to a strip club? Dude.
No, it didn't land.
The girls did not laugh. The girl, but that's fine. I get it. It's guy funny, but like,
Yeah.
this is the part that pissed me off, bro. The guy across from me, I saw him start to smile. Like, dude, he basically giggled, and he saw his girlfriend's reaction because she started immediately squawking, immediately like every word you can think of like, and I was just like, whatever. But then I look at the dude, and I think he's gonna have my back and be like, bro, he's joking, but because he's smiling at me,
Right.
and he stops himself and just completely shuts up, doesn't say a word for like 20 minutes. I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like, I know you didn't find that offensive, bro.
Yeah.
I know, like, you would have
You just didn't
laughed.
want to be in the dog ass.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, like, it's not like I said like something. I don't, dude. I've never even been to that a strip club. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. So I'm like, I was obviously kidding, but the idea that like, I don't care.
First of all, if you're going to a drag show, like it's like as far as like risque levels, like it's it's pretty similar.
That's why I thought it was like funny because I was like, obviously I would not want to attend that. I feel like that's okay for me to be like, I don't want to go there.
Right.
And obviously it's okay for her to be like, I don't want to go there. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'll just crack a little bit of a joke, and like it didn't go over too well, but
Yeah.
I stood my ground though. I was like, I literally, dude, I was getting squawked out. I was sitting there. I was like, I stand by what I said. I was like, if we can do both, we can go, because I feel like they want you to back down, bro. I'm just like, honestly, if we do both, now I want to go because we're having this argument. But I don't like that people can't kind of, I guess, say what they think, you know. I really, it bothers me because I see the other side of it. Like I've had guys like say like weird stuff like around me, and I'm like, bro, that's weird. I'm like, bro, like, that's actually kind of weird that you said that.
Yeah.
And like,
but you'll check them.
Yeah, bro. It's like I joke, but like some of these guys say these things and they're like semi-serious, and I'm like, dude, I feel like that's not like, it's like. Like it's like incel in like real life. I'm like, no.
Yeah, like no, dude. Like, relax.
I'm being a weirdo, bro. Like you're gonna am I gonna be in your manifesto or something? Like, dude. Like...
Yeah, well, dude, it's good to get that shit like out of them when like it's just you guys and not like at a fucking party or something.
Yeah, dude.
Or like people that don't know, like with like that will be someone's only like perception of them is they're like them being a fucking weirdo, Because like everyone's got those friends that are like they're good for like at least like one or two things like a night where it's like, all right, dude, fucking stop.
You're like, all right, bro, like calm down, bro. They just start off like, who I really think runs
yeah, dude, just like please, bro.
Please, bro, not here, bro. I have, but there's the same thing the other ways, bro. Like I remember, like I would have people that like I was friends with that like the other side. They'd just be like, well, actually, like every little joke that was made, I'm like, I'm like, dude, like I
It's
couldn't even make fun of like myself or something. I literally make like a joke. I'm like, oh, I think it was like a Thanksgiving thing, and I was like, oh, someone was like, we should do a Friendsgiving or something like that, and I was just,
Mhm.
like, oh, I like food or whatever. That's all I said,
Yeah,
And she was like, the fact that you can't acknowledge that like friendship is important to you shows that you're not in touch with your emotions. Some bullshit. Like
that's crazy.
I just looked at her.
That's nuts,
I was
dude.
like, you must be insane. Like you, like I just didn't say anything. I was
Dude,
like,
well, like what really like shocks me is like the like entire friend groups that are like that, like, and they're just like constantly on eggshells, like around one another. Like everyone is like, and then like someone will slip up in some way, and you'll see it, and you'll see them like all blow up on that person, and it's like, oh, they fucked up, dude. Like they didn't know.
yeah, dude, I can't deal with that. I feel like I like if I was friends with people like that, I'd get shit on immediately. I'd get and like and the
It's
thing is,
mainly girls though. It's like for the most part.
are you opening the Pandora's
I'm not
box?
gonna say, well, like, dude, like a lot of like college girls get like that.
Dude,
I
you
don't
have
know
no.
why. I don't know if it's because
It's
like
gonna go
they
all right.
haven't known like these girls their whole life, so like they want to like look perfect.
Mhm.
But like a lot of the times that's how it goes, and it's fucking like you'll see it, and like you'll see them get like blown up on. It's like, oh fuck, like that shit's like I thought you guys were friends.
Yeah, dude, it's weird to me. It's like, oh, like don't make fun of her like for like her lisp or something like that, but I'll call her like the worst names ever.
Yeah,
And I'll mean it. And I'll mean it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm like, but I just made a joke like on it. You know what I mean? It's just something crazy, bro. But like, and then you see some people's morals, like they act like they're so, I guess, above everything, above all the humor. They're like, I can't even laugh at stuff like that. My
Yeah.
morals are too high. And then, like I remember I used to have a friend that like would check me on things like that. I'd be like, don't be mean, Jason. Don't be all that, like the voice, bro.
Yeah,
Don't, don't be like that.
I think that's fine. I think like having
No,
a
no,
little
but like,
bit of like feminine.
no, I
energy.
get it, but like, it would be like literal, like, what would it be like? Oh, we're trying to think of an example. Like, it would literally be like if I'm like, let's say me and you are drinking, right, and we're taking shots, right, and like I'm like, yo, let's take like another one, and you're like on edge, but like I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, come on, don't be a bitch, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like that. You'd be like, come in and just like spoil the part, and anyway, it was like that always,
Okay.
and it was cool, and I would feel like I'm like maybe I am an asshole, right?
Mm.
But then like I like stopped drinking and
Yeah.
the person was like, I feel like you were a lot more fun when you were drinking all the time.
Damn
I
it.
was like, and I was like, do you mean when I was like ruining my life? And she
Yeah.
was like, no, but it was a lot more like you were less serious. And I'm like, but I feel like so it's more convenient for you if I'm just like hammered absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I feel like a real friend would, I don't know, in my opinion, I feel like a friend would be like, no, it's good that you're trying to like,
Yeah.
not completely destroy things, but I don't know. So I've seen a lot of those examples and I don't know if I mean, I guess it bothers me a bit, but like, I don't like that. Like, it's like those people are the ones that are drawing the lines.
Yeah.
What
For
you can
sure.
say and stuff like that.
Well, like that's what's cool about like live comedy shows, because
Yeah.
like people go in there and like it's like dark, no one sees each other, so like they're allowed to laugh at like edgier jokes, but then it kind of goes to these comedians' heads a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Well, like they think they're like the like Mr. like social commentary, like they have.
Dude,
Like,
I hate that, bro.
Yeah.
I hate that.
yeah, it's like, dude, like relax. Like you're funny, but like you're not Socrates, bro.
Yeah, bro. They sit up there with like a cigarette and they're like, let me start off by saying something.
Yeah, dude. Like, please don't,
Shut
bro.
up.
Like,
Shut up, bro. Like literally, and I'm sorry, that goes for like a lot of people that aren't doing things behind the scenes. Like I feel, dude, I've actually met people that, and I'm not this type of person. I want to make that clear.
Yeah.
I've met people that like legitimately like volunteer at homeless shelters, volunteer at hospitals, and they do those things. And like
Yeah.
those are never the people that are like uptight and like
yeah, they're like preaching about it.
yeah, they're just like, oh, I do. This is something I do because I care about people,
Mhm.
But the people that don't do stuff like that, they're like the biggest talkers, bro. Like it's just like, and it goes from like the highest realm, bro. Like I'm a huge like LeBron fan. I'm a huge LeBron fan, bro. But there's like that meme of him like with the Malcolm X book.
Yeah, he's always on the first page, bro. Yeah, dude.
And he's like, no, the one
He's
where
like,
they,
oh, what was your favorite quote, right? Or they ask him.
Yeah. He's like, this is a very, very intelligent man right here. Like, bro, it's been 5 years, bro. Like, you did not like. I'm sorry. Like, it's okay, bro. Who cares? You're the best basketball player ever. You made a school. Like, you're stand-up guy. I mean,
Yeah.
wait for the other things to come out to light. But like
Yeah.
right now, dude, actually, that broke my. Let me say something about that. That broke my heart, bro. I love LeBron, dude. I was the
You
biggest.
think
LeBron.
you think he's gonna be in that involved
Dude,
with that?
like I don't know, man. Like I hope. I'll say this. I hope not. I hope not.
I think like in some capacity, like
You think
there's stuff about him like cheating on his wife, like
oh no, that's definitely true.
yeah, like that's probably true.
No, that is 100%.
Yeah.
I like before any of that came out, like I saw one podcast that was like, "Oh, he has people sign NDAs," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Why do you think he?"
That's like a whole nother world, bro.
It shocks me how. No, this what shocks me. People like, did you hear about the Huberman thing? He got caught like with like, he got caught with
No.
like, 5, dude. He got caught with like 5 girlfriends.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
And like there's like all this like they're like, oh no, like how could he do? I'm like, really? I'm not saying he
Also, bro,
should've-
like his whole thing was like nutritional living, like stuff like that. Like you're not gonna listen to his advice about nutrition because he's got fucking 5 girlfriends.
yeah, bro. Like in my opinion, like I'm not endorsing that, but at the same time, like I don't think anyone should be surprised.
Yeah, it's it's not my life. Like
Yeah, bro. It's not my life. Like
I'm not going to him for moral advice.
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, imagine you listen to his like relationship. Like,
Yeah, dude. Nah.
it's like,
How to
bro.
juggle. I mean, honestly, he'd probably give great advice. Dude. He was living 5 different lives.
Yeah, bro. He's just like-
Anything
dude,
get caught.
apparently they all like found out about each other and got like a group chat. Dude, that is so.
Can you imagine how terrifying that would be?
That's definitely not terrifying, bro. I'd honestly, well, actually, depends how much like
How slick he is.
how animated some of these how some of his girlfriends were. Like if you thought someone was gonna like key your car, and now she has 4 people.
Yeah,
that
5 of them.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. But if they're just gonna talk shit about you in a group chat and then never talk to you again, like I don't know. I feel like he's probably faced some bigger adversities in his life, and I don't think people.
fair.
I don't think people are gonna stop. Like I don't think any like. I don't think he lost any female admirers from really that. I really don't.
Well, I
Like,
mean, his base is probably all dudes anyway. It's probably like 90% dudes.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so like
He's like, yeah. I like his podcast though in general about like nutrition and stuff like that.
Is it good stuff? Like is it like legit?
I think the biggest critique he has is he makes like he's endorsed by certain products like AG1 that they'll like extrapolate from like animal studies, and there's a lot of like I guess criticisms because it's like we're not animals basically.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes things don't transfer. They'll say it like the animal studies are proven, like with cold plunge and stuff like that.
Right. Okay.
And so every now and then he'll go into like, I don't need a study to tell me that this feels good or something like that.
Okay.
I'm like, but you're like,
It's like yeah, like you're like I can
know,
say that. I don't think.
yeah,
like,
I could, yeah, dude, I could say that. I'm sitting here with a freaking useless nutrition degree. I'm like,
yeah.
dude, I feel like all they taught me in nah, I don't want to go. I don't want to go that far. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like most of my education could have been found on like one YouTube channel, like just one. Like one guy who isn't trend up and just like has a master's or whatever and gives 5 nutritional videos. I guarantee you'll know as much as like like it really isn't that much. Like I remember in one of my last classes, like the guy was like, "You guys are now professionals," and I'm like, "No, we are not." Bro.
Yeah.
Like no, we're not. I'm like, I'm just at the level now where I think I'm realizing that there's so little I know when it comes to like biochemistry, physiology, these interactions. Like I've been talking to someone lately that thinks that maybe we're missing a key part of the whole story, like with physics tied to biology. I can't even begin to talk about that stuff, but I'm like, I don't know anything about that, and I'm not that into it. Like,
right.
I'm more like, I like fitness and I like lifting weights. Like, I want to see what keeps me healthy. You work out?
Yeah, I do, bro. I fucking like. I always like fluctuate. Like, I'm usually pretty steady, but dude, the toughest thing for me is the nutrition. I'll go to the gym steady like 5 times a week, but like hitting the protein goals, like doing all that shit, that's always tough.
Do you like what do you run into, like the consistent feeding windows, or like you just stomach it,
or just like consistent eating, and then like just like getting that 1 gram of protein per like pound of body weight without like eating a million or like having a bunch of fucking shakes or whatever.
Yeah. Like
that's fucking tough. But
yeah, dude, sometimes that's the one thing I like about being like I guess like I feel like I still have the stomach of like a super like heavyweight because like
Yeah,
I'll eat like a whole carton of egg whites on one sitting.
that's sick. I see. I don't have a big appetite. I also
Yeah.
fucking hate cardio. Cardio's whack. So, yeah,
Classic gym bro.
yeah, literally. I'm 100% gym bro, like through and through.
You just booze. You ever like lift and then go booze right after, like an hour
Oh,
after?
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I
Well,
feel
you
like
earned it. You like you know.
yeah, I feel the exact same way. I met some guys that are like, oh, I don't drink, I just lift weight. I'm like, you're a bitch, bro. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't just. Why are you doing this? Like, you're obviously, you're doing this to get attention. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
Well,
start with.
it's like they get like consumed by it, like, cause then it's just like it's a matter of like guilt, like they feel like super guilty about like not taking care of their body that way. It's like, dude, like that's not healthy. That's stress.
Yeah,
Like
that's
stress is one of the worst things for like all of your organs, for everything, and you're
100%.
stressing about your body every day, dude. Like that's not healthy at all.
Yeah, it's not, especially like once you get into people that, dude, this is like what's crazy to me. I've met, I don't know if you've seen these people, but like they're like guys our age that are like 1-2 years in the gym and they just start shooting steroids.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
I'm like, dude, it surprises me. I'm like, dude, I met some people that they're like, first of all, I felt bad for one kid because I'm like, bro, like we were lifting together. He told me he was on stuff, and like,
Yeah,
I'm not the strongest guy, bro. I'm not the strongest guy, but I was out lifting him, and I'm like, bro, this
yeah,
is really bad. Like,
yeah.
I'd be pretty pissed.
Tough,
Like,
dude. That is tough. That is tough, dude.
people also like like represent what they do, in my opinion. Like, I feel like people think they're gonna blow up to the dude. I had to explain to one guy that like I'm like, you could never look like someone we went to high school with, bro. Like, those athletes we went to high school with. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I had to tell a kid, I'm like, bro, you 1 in a million chance that you'll look like him if you take steroids, but 99% of the time, you're never gonna look like him.
Yeah, you're just like
Him natural is gonna be better than you on steroids, and that sucks to hear, bro. I have to accept that about a lot of people too.
Yeah.
But I just like people get brainwashed. They're like, I have to be 200 pounds and like abbed up, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
lean.
I don't. Yeah, I'm like, bro, like,
Well,
no.
dude, it does suck though. Like, have you seen those like the charts comparing like muscle growth, like natural and then on steroids?
Yeah.
It's nuts, dude. It's like night and day. Like you can get like 10 pounds of muscle from like no physical activity just with steroids. Getting 10 pounds of muscle like clean, that's like
5-4
6
years.
months. Like
Oh, after, well, that's like for someone that started, right? That just started, or like
I think they had been like that like had already been consistent. Like
10 pounds of muscle in 4 months, bro. That's fucking crazy.
dude, it's nuts.
Dude, I
But
feel
like
like
that's why it's the fucking easy way out. But like,
dude, honestly, like I'm not that against steroids in certain scenarios. Like if everyone's doing it and you're like in the NFL, you're taking it to.
oh yeah, that's 100%. The problem is though the hormonal imbalance, like the brain chemistry can fuck with.
Dude, yeah, I was talking to this kid, bro. I literally, when I was at Albany, I was at a party, and this kid comes up to me and he's like, "Do you lift weights?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I try to get in the gym." And he's like, "Have you heard? This is like 2020, like,
Yeah,
right before COVID." He was like,
like
"Have you heard-"
SARMs.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
like, "You heard of SARMs, bro?" And he just like, and then I asked him like some basic questions because like I watch like More Plates, More Dates, dude. I really like, I'm in it, and I'm like, all right, well, like, I asked him one question. I was like, how do you know like what you have is what you say it is? He had no answer.
Yeah,
He's like, well, the guy told me it's this. I'm like, that's not like,
yeah.
that's not
Like,
like, I'm like, oh, that guy at the gym that sold you this
yeah,
stuff.
this rando.
And then I'm like, well, when you think about like frying your liver, your heart, your kidneys, your brain, putting on like like you're just putting your like I'm like 205 something like that, dude. If I'm on steroids, like, and I just gained 20 pounds, like, dude, that's a lot of stress on my heart to be 225. Like, I'm not tall, bro. So like I'm just 225 for no reason. Like,
Yeah, just like all that extra weight, all that extra.
yeah. And the amount of food you have to eat to keep that up, that's so much stress on your organs. And I'm like, you're doing this for like, I don't think it'd make that big of a difference for most people.
And then you have to stay pretty much like in perpetuity. You have to like, because or else you'll get fucking tits, and then your testosterone production drops off naturally.
Yeah, dude. And I asked one guy, I was like, so what do you do after? Do you go on like PCT or something? He's like, what's that? And I'm like, all right, like, see, like this.
Yeah. Like he just
The dude was like 18, bro. The dude was like 18. I'm like, bro, that is nuts, bro.
That's crazy.
18 shooting some roids, bro. I don't know.
That's crazy, dude. Just because like your body's like not done, like it's not done developing.
Dude, I know. Dude, I remember when I was super fat. Like, I wish, like, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you though. Like, if Ozempic had come out when I was 18, bro, I would.
You would have ripped it.
Dude, I ripped those out. Dude, I probably would have ripped those
Dude,
out.
it seems like the fucking miracle drug, bro. It seems like
Nah, you're probably gonna get like
something's gonna come out. You think?
I heard that there's like, all right, this is very like Twitter information.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
well, like I heard that there's like there's this thing called like SV40 in it.
Mm-hmm.
That is it's very carcinogenic.
Oh shit.
And it's like, no one's saying anything about it, but I'm like, yeah, that no one probably would say anything about it.
Yeah, obviously.
Bro, if I was I'm gonna say this as someone who was like 270, 275. If you were gonna tell me like 20% shot at like cancer in like 20 years, or like, but you lose 100 pounds, bro, I'm
you take that in a second,
bro. I'm like, I'm drinking anyway. Like, what the? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing, bro. Like the one like the steroid like use that I do respect is like the fucking Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
like, dude, if you're a billionaire and you're already like 50 years old, 100% jump on that shit.
Hot NFL ex-wife, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. Like on your yacht, like you're fucking Batman.
Or McGregor just shooting up Roy.
Yeah, that's
covering, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, he just blew up to like,
and then shattering his legs because his bone density is fucked from all the roids.
Dude, he's just so funny, bro. I love Conor McGregor, bro. I don't care what anyone says.
He's fucking.
I know he goes through his things, but like, dude, I freaking love him, bro. I watched it. I watched the documentary on him, and like, he's just like, he's so insane, bro. He's so and I like how he talks.
He's nuts, dude.
Bro, after the Habib fight, like when they like jumped him or whatever, they were like, oh, like we're gonna arrest those guys. He's like, I can't do it, Irish. He's like, that's handbags, mate. That's handbags. I don't care about that. I'm like, I don't know. I just like that. I love combat sports in general, but like I love those big personalities. Like, he's just a dick, bro. Like, you gotta like respect it.
Yeah. How much of that you think is his brain getting rattled around, and how much of that is just fucking normal or natural for him?
Dude, I don't know, but look at Habib. Actually, I don't know if he got struck as much. Dude, I don't know, because honestly, the CTE that's affecting him, like, know, that's super real, bro.
Oh, 100%.
Add to that, like, he's probably ripping those, like, he's probably ripping.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude, 100%.
Dude, you add that, steroids, and CTE, you get Conor McGregor, bro. You just so I think it's probably
his heart's working fucking overtime, bro.
Yeah, bro, 100%. It's probably half and half, bro. And then whiskey, a little proper 12, like. Yeah. No, but I don't understand why the glorification of steroids and stuff like that. I think it's because like people follow these fitness influencers, and like I think literally, bro, like I think when we were like what 16, 17, 18, like it wasn't as big. Like it was big.
You're like, do you ever watch Bro Science?
No, I haven't.
It was like an old school one.
I watched Greg Doucette. I watched who did I watch? I see clips of people now and then, like Trend Twins, Sam Sulek. Have you seen Sam Sulek?
He's a monster, gills, bro.
Dude, he
was a swimmer. He was like a twig.
Literally, bro. And then he just like
that's nuts. Can you imagine like someone we went to school with, just like completely like normal, average?
I can't think of a single person
who like 200 pounds.
I can't even. I feel like no one in our school was like either like wanted to get big. Like anyone who was dedicated enough.
There's one. I won't say, but
oh, there's someone that's ripping it.
Yeah, I'll fucking text you, dude. Massive.
Ah, dude, that makes me. I'm a hater. I'll be a hater. Dude. Like, anyone who's too good at something, anyone bigger than me, I just claim they're on steroids.
Yeah, no, dude. Like the dedication's insane. Because I go to the same gym. I go fucking New York Sports Club. So
oh yeah. No. I respect it. I feel like, dude, I am not like the talented like with this stuff, dude. Like when I run marathons, I don't know if I look more athletic than I am or something like that. But whenever I do marathons, like I'll have some really in shape guy come up to me and say, "Hey, bro, like." What are you aiming for? Like 3 hours? I'm like, the fuck, bro? Like, no, I'm trying to finish, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get under 4.5, and I'm trying to
nuts,
finish. Dude, I'm like, I don't know how these guys do it. Like these guys, like
even doing it in general. Like, how does it feel afterwards? Are you like?
It depends, bro. I'll be super honest with you. I think I've done like 6 so far, and like, everyone's all of them are different, but like, obviously you're tired, but like things that you never thought would hurt. Like start hurting, like your hips, your lower back, your biceps hurt, and like I've never been like a stereotypical like marathon runner. Like I've never been super light.
Right.
A lot of these I've ever been is like 190 or something like that. So I've always been kind of heavy, and my body takes a beating, bro. Yeah. My body takes a beating.
How are your knees?
I surprisingly they hold up well. It's mostly my hip. My left hip is just like a mess, but like. No, dude, but to be honest, like I 100% prefer it over the way things used to be. I remember when I was 18, I tried running a mile,
Mm-hmm.
dude, and I had to stop, and then I forgot who drove by. It
Yeah.
was definitely one of like high school, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, bro? And I just lied. I was like, bro, I'm just going for a walk, bro. Like, why are you so sweaty? Like, why are you so sweaty? Like, now I run around town and, like, I feel like, if I see someone, they know I run or whatever.
Right.
But back then it was like, I just lied my ass off. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, it's just nice out. You're not going
Dude,
to walk.
dude, sometimes like if I'm fucking like really shot after a workout, like I'll do cardio, I'll stop before a mile. I'll be like, dude, fuck this. I guess
Dude,
like
that's
I guess
not
like
like,
0.7, I'll be like, all right, fuck, this is good enough.
dude, the worst was when I was still drinking, but I was running a lot, dude. I remember there was this one time I got absolutely blasted. Like,
Yeah.
Like with like a bunch of people, and then I woke up, showered, like, and then I just ripped 13 miles, bro. I was like, when I was like peak, like all I was doing was running and drinking. Literally, like
That
I was
sounds
having a good
fine,
time. Dude, I was having a good time.
Like, were you like sweating it out? Like, just like.
No, the first mile was pretty brutal. It was pretty, because it was like the end of summer.
Okay.
I still remember it, but I remember thinking like, dude, I'm a fucking. I was like at the time, because I've never been athletic, so I was like, this is the closest I've been to an
feel like
athlete.
a
I was
beast.
like, dude, I was like, I'm a freaking dude. I was like, I'm a fucking antelope out here.
Yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
I just,
That's it.
dude, I'm like, back then I was a little leaner, so I just popped the tarp off and just run shirtless, and I'm like, anyone that can run with me, I was like, anyone that like says anything, like, they can't run like me. And and I'm like, any runners, like, I'll lift you. So in my mind, I was basically a tool.
Ego's going.
Yeah, I was turned all the way up. But like, you're 19, 20, you're young, like whatever. You just start pumping it out. But yeah, no, I don't really like the way things are going with that, with like the body image stuff. I feel like girls are subjugated to that too. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna say any names, but dude, there's like some Ozempic queens out here, bro.
Dude, I haven't noticed. I gotta
Really, dude, there are some Ozempic. The only reason I know this is because I have a friend who like, no, I can see it too, but like I have eyes, but like,
Yeah.
I had a friend who worked in like a pharmacy at one point. And they were like telling me like, yo, this person's on Ozempic. I'm like, I feel like you're breaking some rules, but like,
Yeah. There's gotta be some confidential.
but everyone breaks those rules, bro. I knew a few people that worked at like the Walgreens in like a certain location or whatever, and they were like, yeah, like, they would just tell stories, and I'm like, I feel like you shouldn't, like, maybe you shouldn't say that, like so and so picked up antidepressants. I'm like, bro, I'm like, you're just putting them on blast like that, bro. That's so fucked up, like.
Yeah, that's small town life, dude.
I know. Are you trying to get out of here and like, in the future, or you want to stay in New York? Like,
I mean, eventually, like I know a lot of people that are like really tweak about it. Like, I don't care too much. Obviously, like I don't like. It's nice to have your own spot, and to like, even like little shit, like you go out, like you don't have to like explain like, oh, I'm going here right now because of this, and it's just nice to just be able to fucking do whatever you want.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, maybe like I don't know. What's
another like music hub that like, other than New York? Like, what would be like a good place for your band? Like,
Nashville, dude. I mean, like Nashville's like country, but like it's starting to become like not. They're trying to build it into like the Vegas of the East Coast. So it's like they're really trying to just like get everything there. So like there's definitely like there's starting to be like a little bit more diversity in the sound. It's obviously still like, fucking bachelorette parties with the fucking cowboy hats, all that shit. But it's starting to like branch out a little bit more, so maybe there eventually.
I mean, you could say it. I'll cut it out, bro. I don't really care.
Fucking Morgan Davis, he's down there.
Oh yeah, he is. Oh,
yeah,
dope.
He's down there. He's playing.
I love him.
He's doing like a kind of country vibe though.
Oh nah, dude, but he's such a good guy, bro.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
I literally remember playing football with him. He's always been like so nice.
Yeah, super chill, just like fun guy.
Literally, yeah. How's he doing down there? He's trying to do the music thing too.
Yeah, he's been doing that. He got down there a few months ago, and I think he's like living with his band. So I think it's good so far.
Oh wow, that's great. That's great to hear, bro. That's great to hear.
Yeah, that's dope.
So like, you're not itching to go, but it's like it might be in the cards.
Yeah, for sure. Like once everything starts lining up, like I'm starting a new job, and then like I can start funneling a little bit more money into the band, doing stuff like that. Because that's another thing, dude. It's tough to get paid for actually playing music.
Oh yeah, that is another thing I wanted to ask you. Yeah.
Like playing around here, like they'll pay like Gleason's, because like we'll get a bunch of people, so and like it's all like shitheads our age, so like they'll make like $3-4 grand on the bar tab for bringing us in. just because it's like all of our friends come in.
Yeah.
So that's nice, and we can say like, all right, give us this much this time so we can come play again. But like down in the city, it's like it's based off of like ticket sales usually. So like you got to get your own people there, and then they'll take the first 10 tickets. They'll just take that to the house, and then you can have the rest. So like unless you're bringing a huge crowd, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah. It's like that starving artist.
Yeah, dude. It's like it's crazy. Everyone loves like seeing live music from time to time, but like actually like facilitating it is like it's tough.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever like paid for any music.
Yeah, dude, yeah. It's just like not a thing anymore.
No, but I would now. I feel like I'm getting more into it. Like honestly, like you guys are playing on Fulgems on February 8th, right? Was this next?
Yeah.
In a couple Saturdays, right? Or when is it?
Oh, dude.
A couple Saturdays. Okay, all right. Because I definitely want to see what's good, bro. I haven't like I'm like very not sheltered. What is it? I'm very like I've only listened to like rap and Spanish music, and I'm trying to like grow my horizons with that type of stuff because I don't know. I think I should. It's time to try things, bro.
It's just fun. It's just fun too. Like everyone's there. Everyone's like having a good time. Like just drinking, chilling.
So, yeah, no, for sure. What's like the nicest? Well, not the nicest, but like I guess like your favorite spot to play at in the city. That's it. Yeah.
This one place called Carroll Place in Manhattan. It's pretty cool. They have like it's like a 2-part bar, and there's like they like make food there. It's like really good. And then this other place in Brooklyn Music Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool spot. It's like a little low key, but like they have good artists there all the time, so it's pretty fun.
Do people our age usually go? Like in general, like unless like they're with the band, or like is it more like of an older crowd? Because dude, I work at Gleason's, so like I see the people that come in.
Oh yeah. It depends, dude. If like sometimes like it really just depends on like the place, like the location, everything.
Uh-huh.
Like if you're in a spot where people can just like stroll in, like 100%. Like there's bars in the city. Ulysses. Have you ever been down there? It's in the financial district.
I've heard of it, but I honestly I don't go out like.
Yeah. So like there's bars that are like legit bars, and then they'll bring in like musical guests, and like they already have like a built-in audience because people are always at the bar. Like those are the tough ones to book, but like if you get that, then it's like you don't even have to bring anyone.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I think we can wrap up around here, but February 8th. At Fulgems. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go.
Dude, fuck yeah. It'll be fun, dude. It'll be a good time. Hopefully we get a good crowd again.
For sure, bro. Video is intended for entertainment and satirical purposes only. The content shared in this video represents personal opinions and humors and is not meant to be taken as professional advice or guidance. This channel and its creators are not affiliated with any professional or educational institution. Viewer discretion is advised, and any resemblance to real events or persons is purely coincidental.